Emma had spent most of her life being busy. Busy with work. Busy with responsibilities. Busy proving that she was reliable, strong, and independent. She worked long hours at a small grocery store in a quiet American town called Willow Creek. Early mornings. Late nights. Holidays were just another shift. Somewhere between double shifts and unpaid overtime, Emma stopped noticing how fast time moved. By the time she realized it, she was almost 30. No relationship. No family dinners. No one waiting for her at home. Christmas had become just another date on the calendar. On Christmas Eve, snow fell softly over the town. The store closed early, and Emma stepped outside, pulling her coat tighter around her. That's when she saw him. An older man stood at the bus stop across the street. He looked neat, calm, but slightly lost, holding a small suitcase, as if he wasn't sure where he belonged. "Excuse me," Emma said gently. "Are you okay?" He smiled with relief. "I think my son is running late," he said. "He said he'd meet me here." His name was Harold. Emma didn't plan to stop. She didn't plan to invite him. But Christmas does strange things to people. "You're welcome to wait inside," she said. "I live just down the street." Harold hesitated, then nodded. Inside her small apartment, Emma made tea and soup. They talked quietly. Harold told her about his wife, who used to decorate the house with lights every December. About his son, Michael, who worked too much and worried too little. At exactly 8:17 p.m. there was a knock on the door. A man stood outside, breathless, snow on his shoulders. "Dad," he said. "I've been calling everywhere." Then he looked at Emma. And something changed. Michael was tall, tired, and kind-eyed. He thanked her again and again for helping his father. "I don't usually trust strangers," Harold said with a small smile, but something about her felt safe. Michael laughed. "Would you like to take a walk?" he asked Emma carefully. "All three of us?" "Just around the block." They walked through streets glowing with Christmas lights. Harold told stories. Emma listened. The Christmas that found her. Michael walked beside her, matching her pace. That walk became coffee the next morning. Coffee became dinner a few days later. Emma found herself laughing more than she had in years. Michael admitted he'd spent most of his life chasing deadlines, promotions, and expectations. Emma admitted she had forgotten how to make space for herself. They didn't rush. They simply kept choosing each other. Harold watched them quietly, happiness softening his face. That Christmas, Emma's apartment was full. Laughter. Warm food. Belonging. As snow fell outside, Michael reached for Emma's hand. "I think Christmas brought us exactly where we were supposed to be," he said. Emma smiled, tears in her eyes. For the first time in years, she wasn't busy. She was home. And sometimes, love doesn't arrive loudly. Sometimes it waits patiently. Until the moment you finally slow down enough to notice. That was the Christmas that found her. Spring came quietly to Willow Creek. Snow melted, lights came down, and life slowly returned to its usual rhythm. But for Emma, nothing was the same. Michael didn't rush her. He didn't promise a perfect future. He simply showed up, every day. They cooked together. Walked Harold through the park. Learned each other's silences as carefully as their laughter. One evening, almost a year after that Christmas night, Michael asked Emma to take a walk, the same way he had the first time. The town was calm. The air warm. The sky soft with fading light. He stopped near the old bus stop. "This is where everything began," he said. Then he took her hands. "I spent years chasing the wrong things," Michael said quietly. "And you spent years giving everything to the world except yourself." He breathed in, steady but nervous. "Will you marry me?" Emma didn't answer right away. She looked at him, really looked, and felt something she had never known before. Certainty. "Yes," she whispered. They married in December. Not a grand wedding. But a beautiful one. Soft lights. Pine branches. Snow falling slowly, as if the world itself was blessing them. Harold walked Emma down the aisle, his eyes full of pride. When Michael and Emma said their vows, there was no perfection, only truth. "I choose you," they said. Again and again. That night, as laughter filled the room and music played low, Emma realized something simple and powerful. She hadn't been late to life. She had arrived exactly on time. Because love doesn't follow schedules. It doesn't reward the busiest or the strongest. Sometimes, it waits. For the moment you slow down. For the moment you open the door. For the moment you choose connection over fear. And when it comes, it feels like home. That was the real miracle of Christmas. Not the snow. Not the lights. But two hearts, finally brave enough to meet. Love is not about rushing. It is not about perfect timing, grand gestures, or checking every box on a list. True love waits patiently, sometimes for years, sometimes for a single moment when two hearts are ready to meet. It rewards those who slow down, who notice the small miracles around them, and who open themselves fully, despite fear, past disappointment, or the weight of a busy life. Emma and Michael's story reminds us that life isn't a race. It's not about how much you achieve, or how early you arrive. It's about noticing connection, kindness, and trust when they appear, and having the courage to say yes to the moments that matter. And sometimes, the greatest miracle of all isn't snow or lights, but the feeling of finally being seen, chosen, and loved for exactly who you are. This Christmas, Emma didn't just find love. She found home. She found hope. And she discovered that life's most beautiful gifts arrive when you are ready to open your heart.